Hello, and welcome to Demon Reviews episode 86. I'm your host, Springy, and join us today as our very special guest,
Kimi.kosplay from TikTok and Instagram.
Woo! So, now the first question is going to be, would you rather eat Cheetos or go on a hike?
I've had a long think about this particular question. I do not like cheesy crisps at all. Yeah, I love cheese, not cheesy crisps.
Mm.
And I have like an issue with my leg, so it's kind of like a which would I hate less?
Which are the two
I honestly
evils?
think I'd rather go on a hike.
Makes sense. Next up is going to be, without giving you a small fee of $5, do you have any other new cosplays that you've planned to do that you can tell us about?
Well, I spent a ridiculous amount of money yesterday ordering new fabrics and wigs. So I've got two really cool costumes coming up, which is Howl Pendragon from Howl's Moving Castle and Kakuin from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Awesome.
As well as revisiting a couple old ones, like Spyro the Dragon and Yang Xiaolong.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Exciting.
The next question is, why did you start TikTok/Musically in the first place?
Ooh, well, I started TikTok as kind of a coping mechanism for not being able to go to any conventions.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm cosplaying on the internet, it's kind of like I'm at a convention.
Yeah.
So doing that there every week, kind of, because obviously we're Scott-ish, lohy, downy, scary times.
Yeah.
So you gotta do something to do.
Yeah.
I can't speak English right now. You need something to do during lockdown. That's what I'm trying to say. And I decided to dress up and act like a twat in front of a camera.
Yeah.
And here we are.
I mean, that makes sense to me.
Good. I was worried.
So the next thing is I have to do the stereotypical YouTube thing of don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. If you have any questions for our lovely guest here, if you ever get them back on the show, we'll ask them your questions as long as they're respectful. So the next question is, what is the hardest thing about getting into one of your cosplays?
Oh, crap. I use a lot of, like, glue. So I usually glue my wigs on, and say if I'm doing, like, an open shirt binded costume, like I did for Julian from the Arcana, I usually have to glue stuff to myself, and waiting for that to dry is a pain, and then taking it off is a pain, and just dealing with it in general is a pain. So glue would be the hardest, if not makeup. Makeup is the worst.
Yeah. Makes sense to me. So, the next question is, why'd you pick the name that you did for your social media?
Well, my name is Kimmy. Well, I had it legally changed to Kimmy there a wee while ago. And the name kind of came from the word kimidori, which is Japanese for like light green or bright green, which was my favorite color. And I like the Kimi part, so I kept Kimi.kosplay, and I just used the two Ks for a wee bit of alliteration. And then I legally became Kimmy, so it's just kind of rolled with it, you know?
Awesome.
The tag name came before the real name, which is...
That's awesome. That really is. So the next question is a very long, very complicated question coming from my past guest of Mr. Zoom _2028. Bacon? ?
I can eat bacon. I would eat a carrot over bacon, though. I know I'm blowing your mind right now. Bacon is okay.
You're
there are
blowing
better
all of
things
the American
than
mind right now. Just like Um, so the next question is also coming from a past guest, a Shannon Carruthers. If you're going to be a star of a movie, who would you want your co-star to be? It can be anybody in the world, doesn't have to be an actual actor or actress. And what genre of movie would it be?
Probably an action comedy, and I would kill to star alongside Chris Evans.
Yeah.
So honestly, the goal would be to be in a Captain America movie.
Yeah, pretty much.
A little bit of funny, a little bit of explosions, maybe some romance. This is Chris Evans.
Yeah.
He likes his food.
Yeah.
I'll give my left arm to do that.
Yeah. Then you'd be Bucky as well. Let's say the wrong arm.
Can't take my right arm though. That's the one with all my tattoos, so that's staying.
Yeah. So the next question is, how many cons have you gone to before?
Okay. Need you to do some math with me here. About on average 2 or 3 a year for 7 years. So 14, 20, 20-ish, maybe more, maybe less.
Yeah. With the math you gave, the maximum's 21. So it's somewhere in there.
Some years I would go a few more. Some years I'd go a few less.
Yeah.
Somewhere around 15 to 20, I'd say.
Yeah. Makes sense.
But not that much.
Oh, yeah. So the next question is coming from a fan on Instagram, a Charlie _ Aaron. I think it's Aronson. I've been saying it wrong for so long, but it's hard to change to the right one. 99. What is one thing you regret doing on camera?
Oh, I'm not exactly one to regret things. Usually when things are out there, they're out there, and I just kind of let it be. One kind of story I would say is a time I really embarrassed myself in front of a child. This isn't bad or anything. It was just I swore really, really, really loudly when I was being interviewed. So they were like, "How are you liking the con?" And I said, "It's awesome." And then this child was like standing there going, "What? What did they say?" And I was like, and technically that was on camera, and that would probably be something I would regret doing on camera.
Makes sense.
I swear like a sailor.
Yeah. I understand that, trust me. That's why this show does not care what you say.
I would be trying so hard not to swear.
Yeah. Go nuts. Go fucking nuts. I don't care. Yeah. But next question is, would you keep a pet zombie or would you kill it?
Would I keep a pet zombie or kill it?
Yes.
If it was someone I knew, it would probably be like Shaun of the Dead. I'll like keep them in the garage, play video games with them. Otherwise, I just straight up with that shit. I ain't risking it, dude.
Makes sense.
If this one zombie is the reason why, like, we haven't cured the zombie apocalypse yet, I'm just gonna kill it.
Yeah.
No.
Makes sense.
Not worth it.
Yeah. The next question is, who is your biggest inspiration on or off TikTok? That's really quick.
Oh, there's a lot. I wouldn't say there's exactly like one in particular. A lot of it's like different cosplayers from different fandoms. Like I follow a lot of like My Hero Academia cosplayers and pardon me. Sorry.
It's fine.
My Hero Academia cosplayers, Devil May Cry cosplayers, the Arcana cosplayers. I follow a lot of them. There are 3 that kind of really stick into mind. It would be Burning Hearts cosplay, Shinshiro cosplay, and Tia Daly. The first 2 for their cosplay inspiration, and Tia because she, like myself, lives with an invisible illness and still goes out and does her cosplays and goes about her daily life and vlogs about it. And I find that really inspirational that she's able to kind of keep going.
That's awesome. So the next question, it's also from Mr. Zoom. It's an even longer question. More complicated. Peanut butter ?
No.
Nope.
I don't. I'm not a nut fan. Give me like cinnamon spread or hazelnut spread or anything, but peanut butter, I just can't do it. I don't know why. I've tried and it hasn't worked. Actually, I had a really weird sandwich one time. I was like sleepwalking. My mom told me about this, and I went downstairs and I put peanut butter and popcorn and gravy and ham into one sandwich and tried to eat it.
Interesting.
I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was dreaming, but yeah, my weirdest sandwich ever. Just still don't like peanut butter though.
The next question before we go into the videos that you sent me is coming from a Harley F. Quinn. I've getting the right mindset to say this question. What are those?
They are my Crocs.
Yeah.
This is unfortunately my hair, I guess. That's why I'm wearing a hat.
It's okay.
Or the Eevees. They could be about the Eevees.
Yeah. So now I'm going to set everything up. Now I'm going to show the videos that you sent in, all of them, even though I just now saw that's 3 plus 11. So that's
no, just pick like 2.
I'll pick 3 because I have to see 3 different cosplays just all in a line. So I'll just pick one of each.
Okay. Okay.
So if the sound for the video cuts out, tell me, because then they can't see it either.
I can see you. Same face.
What kind of demon are you?
Who, me? Oh, I'm just like, you know, your worst nightmare demon. I'm needy and unstable, and now that you've expressed interest in me, I want to know where this relationship is going.
So out of character. Ah. That pretty much sums up my whole account.
Yeah. Which I have to say, all those were awesome.
Thanks. I tried kind of hard.
Yeah. The next question is, what is one thing you want people to know about the characters that you cosplay?
One thing for people to know, I don't particularly dress up as characters for the entertainment of other people. I dress up as characters that I like and that I relate to or like I vibe with. A lot of people would come up to me and they'd be all like, "Oh, you should cosplay X because I think you look like X." I probably won't do it because I'm not vibing with them. Because it's really easy to get into character when you're with like one of my biggest cosplays I do is Nora Valkyrie. It's the big hammer one. And I just relate to her on a completely ground level. Like I feel as soon as I put on the costume and the wig, I turn into her, and I love that. And that's probably one of the reasons why the content I make for her is popular, maybe, because like I really invest myself in her, and it's mind blowing how fun it is to just pretend that you are a tiny ginger in a pink skirt with a big hammer.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, I know more than one word. I swear. Um, um, so the next question is TikTok / Musically the only place you do your cosplays?
No, well, it's the main one at the minute. It's the only one I'm constantly putting out content for. But I do have Instagram and Facebook. Um, not as active on there. Instagram's more like people would probably follow me on there for like stories and like more personal stuff like that there. So like if you want to see what I get up to on a day-to-day basis, you head over to my Instagram and check that out. And then TikTok's more polished, but a bit more crazy. Because I feel like I can have more fun with TikTok because I get to actually act. Whereas with Instagram, it's just kind of like posing
Yeah.
for photos.
Yeah, makes sense to me. I can really understand that. Uh,
Mm.
So, the next question is going to be, what do you think is the biggest misconception about you and or your cosplays?
Biggest misconception about me or my cosplays?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Well, I suppose people have this misconception about me personally. A lot of people think I'm an asshole. I have really bad resting bitch face, and I'm also really blind. So sometimes when I'm like walking about the place, I'm like, and I was like, I don't want to go near you because you look mad.
Yeah.
I'm not really. But once you get me started, I don't stop talking. Like I love to talk, and I love talking to people and vibing with people. So people thinking I'm either shy or bitchy, or even the misconception that I'm really tall, is they're just probably all wrong. For my cosplays, a lot of people think that I do certain cosplays because they're revealing. Nah, I just wear it because I either like the design or I like the character or I feel like, oh, that's going to be a fun challenge. Let me do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. The next question is, what is the best compliment you've gotten?
Oh, the best compliment? Ooh. When people come up to me and say that you are canon character, that is probably like the greatest compliment I've ever gotten. It's just it really, really means a lot. So say like I'm dressed up as Nora, people come up to me and they're like, "You're canon Nora," and I'm like, "Oh,
Stop.
stop you!" And it makes me feel all like giddy and warm inside. I'm like, "Stop being nice to me."
So do the videos that you like the most get the most attention, or is it the ones that surprise you?
If you go back to the first video that you played of mine, that has over 20,000 views at the minute. And it's just 15 seconds of me being a dick. And there's so many other videos that I like put like a lot of time and effort into, ones that I'm really, really proud of, that have maybe got like 500 to 1,000 views. So it really, really surprises me sometimes because I'll like upload something and be like, that's not going to do anything, but at least it's content. And next thing you know, it's got thousands of views and comments, and I'm like, what happened here? And I'm looking at the other ones that I'm like really digging, and I'm like, oh, this one's going to do well. It's like, it's got 60 views. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Just the way it is.
Yeah. I made a pun one time and it did amazing. I'm like, why? It's a horrible pun. But yeah.
Puns are like the most intellectually invigorating sense of humor.
Yeah.
The superior sense of humor.
Yeah.
That and slapstick.
Yeah. As you saw, because you said that you saw some of them, I do puns all the time, so or just wordplay in general, so
Dude, same.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's why this episode's called Hammer Time. Uh, uh, yeah. So the next question is going to be, who is your favorite character to cosplay as? Makes sense.
Needs no words. Definitely, 100%, without a doubt, it's Nora.
Yeah.
I get to be a cute, small ginger dressed in pink with a giant hammer.
Yeah.
And I basically just get to act like myself.
Yeah.
It's great. I love it so much.
That's really awesome. So the next question, who from TikTok would you like to do a collab with in real life? As in one camera, one room, just doing whatever you want, pretty much, within reason.
Oh yeah. God, there's so many amazing cosplayers and such on TikTok. I'm trying to think of like who I'd probably have like the most fun with. Like who, like we could just sit there batting nonsense back and forth between each other for like ages. There's been a lot of people that have duetted me that have been really, really fun. Like Music Man is one. He cosplays Lyren. That would be fun. Or Shinorisu. She does a bunch of characters that I really, really love, and she just seems like an absolutely wonderfully nice person. I would definitely be down to like hang out with either of those two, I suppose, or more. And I just can't think of them right now because there's hundreds. Have a convention just for those people.
Yeah.
That would be the dream.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. The next question is, it kind of goes into it a little bit about, is there any upcoming cons that you'd like to talk about that you might be attending, hopefully that they won't get canceled?
I haven't really planned any for the near future. There's ones that I definitely want to go to. I want to go to MCM London. Seems to be a really big one. A lot of people go to that I'd really love to meet. RTX, big one. San Diego Comic-Con is the goal. I don't think I'm even close to good enough to be recognized in that place, but it looks like so much fun.
Yeah.
You get to see some amazing performances and amazing cosplays, and no, that was a TikTok notification.
Hey! But that's awesome. So now we're on to technically the final four, I've been told, but I call it the final three plus one. Do you have any questions, comments, or concerns that you would like to address to me, or about the show in general?
No, I think what you're doing is really good. I think that it's really, I find it really, really easy to talk to you, and I kind of just, I don't know, you're asking like the right kind of questions to get plenty of answers out, and no concerns or anything so far, I hope. Just keep us going, pal.
Yeah. The next question is, where do you live and what's your social security number?
Giving you, I'll tell you my social security number before I tell you where I live, because that's apparently my big secret.
Yeah.
I just don't tell people where I'm from.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like,
Makes
someone
sense.
asked me one day, and I was like, what if I just don't tell you? And then I just don't tell people.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There's some people, though, like people who live near me, but
yeah, makes sense. So the real next question is, would you ever come back to the show?
oh yeah, definitely. I really don't see no reason why.
Awesome. The next question is, who would you like to see on the show in the future?
Who would I like to see on the show?
Yeah.
Ooh, now I feel like I have some power. God, there's many. Ooh, Abigail the Fool, I think, would be really, really fun to watch being interviewed. Or Music Man, like I mentioned before. Those two, I think you would probably have a really good time interviewing.
Awesome.
And yeah, recommend those two.
Awesome. I'll write those down, get invitations sent out, and yeah. The last question is going to be, do you have any questions for a future guest?
Coke or Pepsi?
Mm.
Or would you rather... Would you rather... God, no. I had it in my head and I've completely forgotten it. Would you rather a unicorn horn or a mermaid tail?
Ooh. Interesting.
Fully functional. Can turn back into legs. Unicorn horn is there.
Just
you can
always
stab-
there.
You can stab it. It's a walking shank.
That'd be a fun question. That'd be a fun one. So, thank you so much for being on the show. I highly appreciate it. Thank you all for watching. As I said before, like, comment, subscribe, blah 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 blah. And if you want to find this lovely person, all the names will be in the description below. And I hope you all have a nice day. And at least I will see you in next video. Bye bye.